Morning. So let's try this one out. This is a little different. Let me throw you in the holder here for a second. So I got colonoscopy prep day. In my effort to stay a little bit busy today, working on something I've been putting off, and I'll show you in a second here. As you guys know, I do a lot of professional sharpening on all edge tools, chainsaws, planes, axes, knives, you name it. As a matter of fact, I made a whole hour and 15-minute video yesterday on sharpening EDC knives, like this one, this Tanto knife. And when I went back and watched it before I uploaded it, it was half of the video was in my sharpening motion on the stones. The camera was behind me, and I thought about uploading it, and I deleted it. It sucked because it was a really good video. There's a lot of good info in there. But today I'm doing something a little different, and I've been thinking a lot about this. I'll show you. So I got in some of these hedge trimmers. They're Stihl. This particular one's extendable. It's an HLA 65 battery trimmer from a landscaping company, and I got a couple of them in. They actually brought me more than this, but I brought a bunch of them back to them and said I don't have time to do them right now, which now I'll probably just go get them and do them. And I get this big extendable HTA 85. It's battery chainsaw, extendable, real long one, expensive one that's bent, and then I gotta go through that one. There's no fixing this bend because it's kinked, but I think it still works out past, fine past this. So hopefully they just got that all stuffed up with shit and the chain doesn't move. But so I'm working on these hedge trimmers, and been thinking a lot about how to do them, and I think I have the process down pretty good right now. I'm working on this one side, and it's working terrifically right now. They're coming out great. They're coming out razor sharp. I still have the insides of these to do on this side, and I have to flip it over and do the other side. I wanted to grind them, but I was trying to think about how I was going to set them up on a grinder. And I just couldn't come up with a real effective way to do it. But I think this is a terrific solution, and I'm going to try something different too to see if, to make this so that you could do these in the field as part of your just, regular maintenance. And if that'll work out for you, then you guys can do them yourselves. You don't have to bring them to somebody expensive like me. These are very, very sharp, and the ones that I haven't done are completely dull. So I'm going to put you in I'm going to try to get you a good view from the tripod here while I do a couple, and then we're going to switch. So what I'm using is, I've got a bunch of different Dremel tools, but I have a cheapo Harbor Freight one that's adjustable speed that I use kind of for beater work. And I went through my bits here. I know that I could do it with sanding disc would work fine. You just go through them pretty quick. They're small enough, I think, to get in here. If you look at, yeah, those would work fine. I'll probably go with the smaller diameter ones, and I have a billion of them, so that's no problem. But I'd probably go with the smaller diameter ones like this. These would work fine if you don't have what I have. I've got a bunch of carbide bits, and there's no sense on using, I do have a double cut spiral bit here that would work very fast, and I might have to go to that if I wipe out what I am using, but most of you are not going to have that, so that's a very expensive bit. Trying to do this with what I have and what you could get fairly cheaply. Now you can use the cheapo stones like this The problem is that you're going to go through them pretty quick. They're gonna wear out fast. So, you know, if you took a little dinky pink stone like this, which will work perfect for size for getting in here and doing this, as you can see, the stone's just going to wear out too fast. So it's not really a viable option. But what I do have is I've got a bunch of these 7/32, not a bunch. I've only got 2 left and one's bent. 7/32 diamond chainsaw files. This one's got, I've used it on aluminum, probably porting exhausts or something like that for its reach, and it's got some aluminum load up on it. It would work better if it's new. I just don't have any new ones. This is what I'm using right now, and it's working great. It's very, very controllable. I can follow the angle, and it wipes it out really fast, which I'll show you. I also have, once upon a time at Harbor Freight, I picked up a bunch of these diamond bits, and they're an odd size shank. I assume they're like a quarter, made in China. Don't know. I don't have anything they fit. I thought about maybe in my battery cutoff tool. This is one of those Ryobi tools, but it doesn't fit that. Call it. So what I'm going to try to do with one of these in a minute, and we'll just see if it works, and I think that angled one right there will be the best one to do it with, is to run it in a regular drill and see if it works. But I'm going to show you how this works first, because this is the option. This is what you want. If you want to do it right, get the 7/32 diamond chainsaw things. They come in packs of 3 on eBay. They're not very expensive. And just a cheapo Dremel tool. I would suggest that you get one at least. You know, you can get the Dremels. I have Dremels. I have other kinds as well. But something that is got adjustable speed on it, because it makes it very controllable. But I'll show you how I'm doing this right now. It's coming out terrific. Very, very, you know, let's see if I can zoom in. It's a very, very professional looking job. They're coming out on angle. They're coming out very sharp. They're cleaning up completely. It's not a hack job like you do with an angle grinder. These are coming out really, really nice. They look terrific on angle. There's a burr on the backside. I mean, they're sharp. You know, far, far sharp enough to for work in the field. If anything, it's given actually a better edge than it probably had before, because I'm removing machine marks, and the finish that I get is actually better than the factory. So I'll do a few teeth. I'll see if I can get you a good view here. And then we'll try the drill, and we'll see if that's an option, because that might be a cheapo option, because everybody has a drill. And as far as those 1/4-inch diamond bits from Harbor Freight, they're pretty cheap. So I'm going to be doing, let's see if I get you a good view here. Get you down a little bit. I want to get an up close. I don't want to repeat it yesterday. It really pisses me off that I did that. Let's see if I can... That's going to fall over. I need to just get this down just a little bit. Trying to work you in the best view here. So as you can see, I've done up to this one right here. So I've had these to do. I'll do these on camera, and then we'll switch over and see how the drill works. So I have it down right in between setting 3 and 4. Seems like it's a good speed for doing this. Very, very predictable and controllable. But basically, just find the angle, wipe across them, it's done. Find the angle, wipe across it, and it's done. You know, those are sharp now. Find the angle, wipe across it. You can see the edge clean up. If you get any dings, you can go a little further, and there is a little radius in the corner right there that I'm doing as well, that I assume it has a function in clipping stuff off that's stuck in between. So you want to get that too. And I'm just doing this on the tailgate of my truck. The thing about keeping the speed down is it won't dig in and do anything crazy on you. It's very, very, very predictable. These are coming out great. This is the way to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care what Dremel tool you use, but this is the process to sharpen these. You can do it right on the tool. You can keep one of these in your truck. If you had a battery one, even better. And this is the fastest, best way to sharpen these. Let's see how far you can see. Let me do a couple on the other side. I mean, it looks like these are showing up pretty good in the sun, and you can see them. They're coming out terrific. My bit is right here. So I'll do one on the other side. I think one of the keys is to keep the speed down so you can control it. And you really want to follow the bevel and go slow. You don't want to dig these up. I mean, if you're doing them for a customer, if you're doing them for yourself, you can go hog ass on it if you want. And just to get yourself back to work. But I'd keep them at the factory. I'm keeping them at the factory angle right now and getting them sharp and cleaning up the edge. So that's important when you're working for customers, that it comes back and looks like it was ground. So it looks like it did when it came from the factory. Yeah, you can see that one too. You just do this last one. You might not be able to see this one, but I'm just going to do it to get it out of my way. I'm going to tilt you up a little bit. I just want to, actually no, let's finish this side with the other thing so I don't have to flip it over. You do obviously have some holding issues here as far as how you set this up. You know, like I said, I'm doing it on the tailgate of my truck, so it can't be any more simple than that. But let's go ahead. We're going to chuck up one of these little bits. Anybody would be able to do this with what you, if you've got one of these sets of bits here, or even if you put the chainsaw filer in it and have those in your truck, they'd kind of double duty. You could do chainsaws with them and this. I assume that this diamond bit's going to be the best for angle. Let's try it. Let's just see how it works and see if it's viable. And if it's not viable, I'll tell you. It's probably going to want a little bit of stick out on this so we have some clearance. So that's what I have now. And this diamond bit set from Harbor Freight, I don't even know how the diamond's going to work, is pretty cheap. So let's see how to get your view down. I've done it from here. I've done that one, I haven't done this one. So let's do this one and see how it works. See if this is even an option. You're gonna want high speed. So it's this one right here. So let's see if it works. All right, so what I'm going to say is it does work a little bit. I would say I'd only use it if I had to. It does get it sharp. I don't know if you can see that, but it is pulling nail off. It did get it sharp. I'm going to do one more. It doesn't cut very fast. It cuts nowhere near as good as the chainsaw file. You can't hurt yourself, and you can run this against your finger if you want. So it is peeling my fingernail off. It is making it sharp, but it cuts nowhere as fast as the chainsaw file. So could you use this? Yes. Would I use this professionally to do this? No, it takes way too long. It does nowhere near as good a job as they're not even in the same universe as far as how good a job this does and how fast. I want them all to look the same, so I'm just going over it. Hi, hon. Nice. It's almost Christmas. So yeah, that I would not recommend using these. I assume these are hard, so I don't think a file would be a great option. A diamond file would work in here. It'd be hard to get that radius in the end there. It would be a lot of filing. This is a home run. These little 7/32 diamond, matter of fact, as soon as I stop this video, I'm going to order more of these. This is a home run, absolute home run. It does a great job, not just a good job, it does a great job. They're very sharp, they're very uniform. It looks like a real professional grind job, which of course, you know, as any landscaper watching this knows, as soon as you go out and use this thing, it's going to be dirty. So you're not really caring about what it looks like, but I do have to care about what it looks like when somebody's paying me to do this, and they're not, you know, I am not cheap. So I just flipped it over. It does sit in here kind of okay. I'll be able to do all the ones on this side, and then I'll stick the battery back in, and I will run it until the other side goes past this, so I can do the other side. But I'm going to wipe out this side right now I wonder if you guys want to watch it, how long it would take me. I'll keep this video short. So I'm going to shoot another video or a couple of videos today as I'm in my colonoscopy prep. If you guys have any questions, you know, hit me up. Looking in my kit, there's a lot of different things that I could do in here. You know, I port chainsaws. Most of this in here are expensive carbide bits and stuff for chainsaw porting. My intuition is this carbide spiral double cut bit right here would work the best and the fastest, and it's also flat for registration. So this would probably work the best, but it's a very expensive option. It would take a lot to wear that out. I don't know if you can see that one in there. It's the one that is right above my thumb right there. It would take a lot to wear that out too. These are not very expensive. You can double them. You can use them on chainsaws to repair badly damaged teeth in the field if you have to. I use them more in porting now. I almost never use them on a chainsaw. I don't ever use them on a chainsaw, which is why they're in this kit. And I have grinders. So, you know, if I need to repair a chain that I don't feel like filing, which I'm going to file most of the time, you know, I'm going to come in and throw it on the grinder. So, I hope this helps somebody. And, you know, I put a lot of thought into this and how I was going to do it, and not have it end up being $1 billion per, because those knives are not expensive. I mean, not cheap to buy. And you have to take it, you know, these guys, this particular landscape company would have to take it back to Stihl to have them put them in. Or they'd have to bring it to me and ask me to do it. So For those of you who don't want to watch anymore, you can sign off. And for those of you who just want to watch me try to breeze through this other side, you can hang on. If not, let me just see how fast I can go through one of the sides. If you're a homeowner and you have a hedge trimmer, this is the way to go too. This will do any hedge trimmer. The key for me is good visibility and the controllable speed, because I can do it very, very accurately. And all I'm doing is making them sharp. I'm not changing the geometry or anything. You can see in the rust where you're hitting. You can kind of get on the right angle pretty fast. Oops. I just took a big chunk of plating off. That sucks. I got 2 of these to do right now. There's probably different grades of these things. You probably don't want to go with the cheapest one you find on eBay, because I'll show you what just happened. I kind of nicked the end of it funny there as I was sticking around, and I tore a big chunk of the diamond plating off. I don't know if I can get these locally. I might look at my local steel dealer and see if they have the diamond ones. I will not use the stone ones unless I have to, because they'll just take too long and wear out. I'm actually glad that happened, so I can give you the right information, because they're pretty long, so you have a lot of different usable spots on it too. So if you do wear out a spot, you can move it around, which is why I'm kind of going fast with this, because I'm trying to find good usable medium when I'm doing it. So that's how long it takes to do one edge of one side. I'll just show you what that looks like. Try to get something in here for focus. So yeah, they're very sharp. I don't know, let's see if I can. I don't know if you guys can see the nail falling off, but they're very sharp. It does a nice, smooth, nice, controllable job on geometry. It does that little radius in the corner right there, which I think is important. So definitely completely not only a viable option, this is the way to sharpen them, period. I wouldn't waste my time with anything else. When I hang this up, I'm going to order some more of those little diamond files, diamond bits, and hope you guys are having a great day, and hit me up with any questions if you want. This is Piratte Solutions out.